My grandfather's Emmett Tracy. That's a picture of him in 1918. He was a 389th employee at Ford. He was an orphan. He didn't know his parents. He grew up in Dearborn. He rose through the ranks as an hourly worker. He had enough money to barely buy a dealership. And then he became a supplier for Ford. He worked until he was 95. And his Ford job put my mom through college. It really changed our whole life. There's more than one way to the American dream. But our whole education system is focused on 4-year education. Hiring an entry worker at a tech company has fallen 50% since 2019. Is that really where we want all of our kids to go? Artificial intelligence is going to replace literally half of all white-collar workers in the U.S.
But for essential workers, it's declined.
Yes.
So what extent can AI increase the productivity of essential workers, or will it just wipe out those type of workers?
I think it will help a lot. But if I could take everyone here on a run with one of our plumbers or electricians, you would have no idea how difficult their job is. Or if I took you into a Kansas City plant where it's 120 degrees today, putting on bumpers, and you have to do it perfectly every time. We only have 6 hours to build a Ford. It is a tough job. So AI will certainly help with billing, with lots of menial tasks that distract.
What about
them.
robotics? What about hands-on tasks?
I think robotics will substitute quite a few jobs, but that will not fill the gap in what we're talking about. We're talking about millions and millions of people, openings for these jobs. A factory job is complicated, it's difficult, and so far maybe 10% of our operations can be roboticized. With the humanoid robot, maybe it's 20, but it's not going to be 80. And it will take a long time to get that kind of, because the cost of robotics is expensive. And humans are amazing. I see humans do things in our plant that a robot can't do. I remember at one, I believe that AI and new technologies have an asymmetric impact on our economy. That means a lot of things are helped a lot and a lot of things are hurt. And when you look at these openings in our economy, it is very clear that all the technology we've seen has left a lot of people behind. AI will leave a lot of white-collar people behind. And we have to acknowledge that these new technologies are great. They'll make a lot of people's lives better, even people in the essential economy. But what are we going to do as a society for the people that it leaves behind?
I've hosted a conversation this morning about AI in the workforce with Mary Daly, the president of the San Francisco Fed, and also with Vimal Kapoor, who's CEO of Honeywell. And there's no doubt that AI is going to continue to impact the way things are made. How are you already deploying AI, and how do you see it changing your workforce?
It's a huge impact to a company like Ford. We have 200,000 employees around the world. Most of them make vehicles every day. And so we have forecasting and, shift planning, and we have a lot of tasks that humans work every day to do that AI can allow those same people to kind of do different kind of work that's more valuable. And I think the biggest impact in the first inning of this is going to be on our industrial system, our supply chain, identifying risk before humans can, helping us decide what is the best supplier for us. So much of the supply chain, which is super strategic in a company like Ford, a lot of that is just crunching numbers and making good decisions based on data. And so the way we make a car, the supply chain, and the engineering, to me, is the most impactful.
And do you see jobs being replaced by AI?
No. I think what we see is people doing different work because of AI. We've been in business for 120 years. What my grandfather did on the plant floor